What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Derek Ruby Show. I am the previously mentioned host, Mr. Ruby, and here we are, episode 3. We're here to talk about the Suicide Squad 2016. Just a fair warning, there will be spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers, well, listen anyway. So, Suicide Squad 2016. The critics gave this movie a 26%, so they think it sucks. But the people gave it a 69%, so they think it's a little better. Well, how good is it really? I guess we'll find out. So, I saw this in the theater with my brother a couple weeks ago, and I have to say I was pretty impressed because as far as the DCU movies go, this is probably the best one that's come out so far. The actors in this movie are probably the most positive thing I could talk about. Will Smith does a great job portraying Deadshot. They have some awesome scenes with him shooting people up, and the only complaint I would have about him is you need to wear the mask more. Because I don't know why every person who plays a superhero just doesn't want to wear their mask, but it's just a type of thing that they just want to get the actors on the screen. Margot Robbie, she plays Harley Quinn. She does an excellent job. Pretty much, even Jai Courtney, who plays Captain Boomerang, actually does a pretty good job. Now, the movie starts off pretty good. I mean, even with the DC logos with the green lighting and the music score, which some people don't like, but it actually works very well, all the way to the end credits. The movie is fun. That would probably be the best way I could describe it. Now, the premise is a little weird because most movies are about superheroes are usually about just that, superheroes, not villains. So I have to give Warner Brothers props for going ahead and doing a whole movie just about villains. And the movie starts off with all the different members and how they end up in a prison in Louisiana. You get some flashback scenes with Batman. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, well, how much is Batman in this movie? He's just in a couple flashback scenes with Harley Quinn and the Joker. He's in a flashback scene with Deadshot, and he is in a dream sequence and an end credit scene. So it's not too much. But the whole premise is basically that Viola Davis's character, Amanda Waller, she's recruiting supervillains, and she's going to give them 10 years off their sentence if they complete the mission. However, if they try to run away, she will detonate their heads because she put a explosive chip in every one of their necks. So if they disobey, they will go boom.
Anyone else?
This is pretty much a trend that's always been in the Suicide Squad comics, as well as the Batman Assault on Arkham movie, which was another good movie that you should check out, by the way. Now, the movie starts off pretty strong. We got the backstories down, and we get some action. You know, she has one character called the Enchantress. The Enchantress is supposed to be part of the Suicide Squad, and Amanda Waller has her heart. But because she has the heart, she can control her. But the second she goes to sleep, Enchantress has her brother possess somebody, and then she steals her heart back, and now she's the main villain of the story. So, as far as the general story goes, it's a little bit over-convoluted. I mean, it would make much more sense if you were going to have a team of villains like that to be kind of off the books with espionage, that you would send them to a foreign country to take something down that they may have or something. But it's a comic book movie, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. The movie's a lot of fun. There's some good parts. You can tell that a lot of it had been reshot, mainly because of the Batman versus Superman debacle. Some people don't like the music choices, but I think the added scenes and the things they did were a lot of fun, and I think it jives well with it. And then you have the El Diablo character that is played by Jay Hernandez, and he's pretty good, and he has some pretty awesome power, but you really don't see that displayed till about 3/4 into the movie, till toward the end. Also, Killer Croc's in this movie, but is kind of boring. He's kind of a boring character, doesn't have a lot to do in this movie, because he reminds me so much of the Thing from just about any Fantastic Four movie. The only memorable thing he did was he said the line, "I'm beautiful." Now let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. The thing that makes this movie in some ways a little disappointing is Jared Leto's Joker. And I don't mean the portrayal of the character. Shout out to my friend Garth, by the way, who pointed this out. He feels that Joker came across as a street thug. And I don't know if I feel that way or not. I mean, there's scenes where you have to kiss the ring, when he's in a club, he's wearing his hip-hop clothes and stuff like that. There's a nice little chase scene with him and Harley Quinn being chased by Batman. There's a lot of exploration on their relationship, but the big downside is you only get about maybe 10, 12 minutes tops of Jared Leto. I mean, the stuff with Harley Quinn's real cool. I do think it's a little bit out of character, though, because my memory of the Joker is grabbing Harley Quinn and tossing her through a window in the animated series.
One of the painful truths of comedy. You always take shots from folks who just don't get the joke. And don't call me Puddin'.
If you're going to go that route, you would think that they would take advantage of that more, because Jared Leto has stated that they filmed enough of him to make an entire another movie. And the thing of it is, in the trailers, they make it out like either the Joker's working with the Suicide Squad or that he's against the Suicide Squad. And I just don't understand what DC's going, or where they were going with this.
I'm just going to hurt you. Really, really bad.
Why would you so heavily advertise a person as being part of the movie and then not putting him in there? Some people have asked me what do I think about the portrayal of him, but honestly, I can't give you an honest opinion because he's just not in the movie enough. If he was in the movie more, then I could, till they give us a Batman movie with Jared Leto as a star, or possibly a Joker movie, then I can give you a better portrayal of what I think. And hopefully on the director's cut of the DVD, they will have more footage for us to look at. So the whole movie pretty much has a lot of fun parts, some real good action scenes, and sets up for the typical giant climactic battle at the end, in which Harley Quinn tricks the Enchantress, cuts her heart out, Killer Croc throws a bomb, Deadshot shoots it, it blows up, and then the day is saved. And then they all go back to prison. Yep, all that hard work, and they all go back to prison. Deadshot gets to spend some time with his daughter, doing some homework and this and that, except for Harley Quinn. The Joker comes in at the end of the movie with a full riot gear outfit that says Joker on it, because I guess he's always prepared, and he takes off with Harley Quinn. And then we go to a mid-credit scene with Batman talking to Amanda Waller, telling her that this is pretty much was a stupid idea, and that he's going to have a superhero team, obviously setting up for the Justice League. No, DC. That's not like Marvel at all. It's not like Sam Jackson being Nick Fury or anything, setting up for Avengers. The thing of it is, DC, you need to get your head out of your ass. And the reason I say that is you're somewhat listening to the fans, you're in the right direction, but you need to listen a little more. I mean, for Christ's sakes, Marvel can make Ant-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy a hit and be beloved by critics and fans. And that's what you need to do. You need to strive to make your movies better. Now, is this a bad movie? No. But don't heavily advertise Jared Leto being in this movie and then hardly use him. Quit trying to trick your audience to come seeing your movie. This movie could have been much better, and I still think it's worth the watch. Matter of fact, for going and seeing it in 3D, they gave you a nice Harley Quinn promotional poster, which if you want the poster, I guess it's worth going to 3D, but the 3D is nothing special in this movie. I've seen 3D movies that are way better. Overall, I'd have to say this movie gets 3.5 stars. It was fun. It was alright. You know, if you want to have a decent time, you can go and see this movie, and you're not going to be mad, but it's one of these things that DC needs to fix. They need to quit making movies where you have to watch the extended cut to either get a better movie or get more of what you want, because when I pay good money to go to the theater, I want to see the movie that I'm expecting to see, not have to buy the DVD to see that movie a second time. So thank you for listening to the Derek Ruby Show. You can follow me on Twitter at my new Twitter handle, at Derek Ruby Show. So if you would like to see me review something else, hit me up in the comments below or send me a tweet, and I will catch you guys next time. All my friends are here.
The Derek Ruby Show.